Good morning, Infinity. We want to welcome you in the space today. Rev Jeff here on the second Sunday is Nurturing Sunday in March. This is the year of divine reciprocity. Y'all, wherever you are, I hope you are awakened because we sprung forward into spring. It means we get longer nights in the summers and we get a chance to hang out wherever we want to. I am smoking up the joint in here with Palo Santo, so the scents are there. If you are scenting up at home, your space, they invite you to smudge and cleanse your space as you see fit. In this space we call the Infinity Fellowship. We are grateful that you have joined us today. Again, Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr, known in this space as Rev Jeff, and you have squarely landed in the core of consciousness and the apex of authenticity. This is your space, and we welcome you to it virtually. We invite you in this moment to go ahead and tag a friend of yours that you'd like to experience this with you today, someone you know, somebody who may not like you, but you say, hey, you know what, in this space of spiritual expansion, we're going to grow this space. We're going to allow our vibration to peacefully center itself around goodness. So thank you for joining us today. We invite you wherever you are, whether you're watching us on YouTube, whether you're watching us on Facebook, and any number of pages, or even, yes, watching us on Twitter. That live stream is real, and we're so grateful that you are part of what we call at Infinity, our infinite life stream. So we thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you joining us today. And I invite you into what we call the opening of the way, where we acknowledge the God of your acceptance and understanding in this space. Take a deep breath here. Exhale and just let it out into the atmosphere. Take another deep breath right there. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. If you got to catch your breath because you're just getting off work or you're getting ready to go and deal with some stuff, you might want to just let it out in a sigh through your mouth. Just relax and let it go. However you are choosing to acknowledge the breath today, I invite you to do so in peace, in joy, in love, and in thanksgiving, knowing that the gift of breath is indeed the gift of life. And as you breathe in all of those things that do serve you, hold them with a gentle pause at the top, and then exhale those things that no longer serve you, including the tension that you may have brought to this very moment. You will find that when you give in to that awareness of the breath, that you also give into the awareness of divine source of spirit, and that you truly participate consciously in opening of the way. A few more breaths just like this. From this space of conscious awareness, we will be typing, we will be chatting with each other today. But for this moment, all thumbs down, all hands in a peaceful, prayerful position. We invite all eyes to close, all heads to bow, and all hearts to open as we begin the sacred service. All wise, living, and loving God, Spirit of our common understanding, loving, living spirit of our commonality, we acknowledge this energy as the divine source of all creation, perceived by many, many names, and yet known by only one energy. We begin this pouring of energy into realignment toward manifestation, this perm with gratitude. We speak first gratitude for those who are tuning in today from all over the world. We speak gratitude for those who find and found this to be a spiritual home and haven. We speak gratitude to those who are celebrating clearing the new ground that we talked about on last week, that we are digging up the old to make way for the new, for those who are hearing me today, who are in need of healing, healing from physical pain. We speak the recognition that physical pain is simply weakness and illness and dis-ease leaving the body. We speak healing from mental and emotional and psychological pain, holding on to things that no longer do good in our lives. We speak the release of that. We speak those who are in need of healing for the pain of grief, the pain of loss, the pain of mourning, that their hearts will be comforted in knowing that energy is neither created or destroyed, it only changes form. So those who we perceive to have lost are still with us in our hearts today. We hear their words emerge from our very own mouths. We embrace their wisdom as we embrace their stories and remembrance of who they are. We speak that we may live the kind of life that will make people remember us when these physical earth suits have transcended. For those who are healing, I speak clear and open pathways to embracing new levels of health, abundance, prosperity, goodness, and most importantly today, clarity, divine spiritual clarity. As we participate in today's service in a powerful way, let something be said or shared that serves as a reminder that you are always here for us, and that life is good, and that all things are working together for us. And as it has been said, the universe is conspiring to do great things in our lives. And we accept those great things. We accept them through the moments that we have to struggle. Those moments we have to struggle with who we are and how people accept us or not. We speak clarity today that we are exactly where we're supposed to be, when we're supposed to be there. And that everything else that surrounds us is either here for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And we embrace this journey gratefully today. We give thanks for our technical staff and crew back there. We give thanks for those who are on our Infinite Life stream. We give thanks for Lady Kenitha and her talents. We give thanks for everyone who participates as part of this Infinity Fellowship as we come upon a month before 10 years of the vision of this special place. We're grateful for the ability to stay here, to be here for healing. And we're so excited, oh Spirit, to be in your presence always, and to pause as we open this service to acknowledge the presence that never left us and never will. We speak and proclaim these things to be true, and so it is. From around the world, we breathe in together, and we exhale and release it into the atmosphere. And we say together the holy words of power. Amen, Amen, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. So it is done. Y'all, let's get ready for our pouring of libations. What a joy, what a privilege, what a fellowship, what a joy divine. When we get an opportunity to pause and say thanks to those who came before. This is a wonderful celebration. It is a wonderful way for us to acknowledge that we stand on the shoulders of those who came before. This is what the pouring of libations is all about. It's all about acknowledging the living, represented by the water, and then embracing those who have transitioned into life after life through their memories, pouring into the earth. That's what's going to happen to these earth suits when we're done. And I tell you, I've traveled around the world. I've spoken to elders and sat on floors and lied with my face on the ground to receive blessings from people who taught us these lessons. That no matter how haughty we feel about ourselves, no matter how smart we think we are, no matter how much we think we pulled ourselves by our own bootstraps, we didn't get here by ourselves. We got here because somebody stepped in when there was a gap and filled it. Somebody covered us in prayer. Somebody looked out for us, even though we didn't even know they were working behind the scenes. And they may not have been perfect in our books, but they were here for us. And now that they have transitioned into the space of life after life, we must pause to show respect and honor. Because as we honor our ancestors, we also honor our elders. As we honor our elders, we honor ourselves. And we heal ourselves 7 generations forward, 7 generations back. So I'm inviting each and every one of you in this space to pause in this sacred moment. And join us in the pouring of our libations. If you are at home, I'm going to ask you, if you're gathered with your family, to call them into the room. Because you're going to have time for coffee and all of that today. Call them into the room and tell them, hold on, I want to tell you something. There's somebody who has transitioned in our family that you didn't know about. And I'm going to call their name right now with infinity. But I'm going to tell you about them a little bit later on. And that is the magic of keeping people and their memories alive. We are called on to do this. So that one day, should we live the honored life that we are called to live here right now on purpose and in purpose, people will call our names as well. And the circle will be unbroken. In the Yoruba term and terminology, we say Ashe. So if you're at home, you can say Ashe. If you're in the space, we can say Ashe. As we pour, we say cool water, freshen our spirits, Ashe. Freshen and consecrate this house for spiritual work, Ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors all together around the world, Ashe. We give praise to Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, and all creation, Ashe. Grant to us peace and prosperity, Ashe. And we pour in 7 directions. I know we think of the 4 cardinal directions of north, south, east, and west. In the indigenous Lakota people's tradition, that energy is flowing through us today. We pour in the 7 directions. The first direction is the energy of the north, where we find our sense of direction and our commitment today, in this moment, to be a yes in the world and not a no. Because as you are, it shall be returned. And we pour to that direction, Ashe. To the energies of the south. The energies of the South is understanding who you are and whose you are, that you are continually protected by all the forces of the world and nature that are cosmically working in your favor, that you are birthed inside the stars. And we are but bits of stars living our each individual reflection of all creation, Ashe. To the energies of the East, speaking of the stars, one of the biggest stars that we know in our solar system, in our little galaxy we call the Milky Way, is what we call the sun. And some call the S-U-N and some call the S-O-N. But here today we know that it rises in the east. And every single day we have an opportunity to do it all over again. What a blessing it is to not live in the past, but to live in the right now. Ashe. And to the energy of the west, it's the horizon where the sun goes to sleep at night. The ancients called it Ra or Re. And in that moment, the sky was illuminated. The Mut energy was illuminated by the moon and the stars, symbolic, knowing that even when it gets dark outside, aren't you grateful that there's at least some light to guide you along the way? Ashe. To the ground below us, always root yourself in who you are and whose you are. And no matter the shade of your skin, the ethnic group you come from, wherever you are in the world, when you are rooted, you allow others to be rooted, so that when the storm comes, you may bend, but it is better to bend than it is to break. Ashe. To the sky above us, and as you drive, as you sit and you look, even if the sky is gray, it is a wonderful blank landscape. And as you allow your mind to wander as it wanders, you come up with brilliant ideas. Those ideas are your purpose. May you always, and may we always together, be able to walk in purpose. Ashe. And finally, to the seventh direction, Grand Central Station, where all these directions intersect, the space of Anjali, the heart, the mudra space here, that green glowing light that lets you know that all things are connected. May your heart always be pure and light as a feather. We speak these things together. Ashe. And so as we pour these next few pours of water, I invite you in the chat to go ahead and type one name of an ancestor. I dare you. Give me somebody's grandmama. Give me somebody's auntie. Give me somebody's daddy, somebody's uncle. Go ahead and just flood the chat with them. And or speak those names aloud as you are at home. Place your hand over your heart. Place your hand by your temple, wherever it may be for you to remember. And call or chat those names aloud at this time as we pour this water. Ashe. Haywood H. Carr. Queen Mother Catherine Carr. Queen Mothers of the Earth, Queen the Bernice Brunson. All the Queen Mothers around the world. Queen Mother Dorothy Smith. Queen Mother Melba Sewell. Haskell B. Carr, Della Mae Carr. Thomas Gussie Haynes, all those in the Hayes family, the Williams family, the King family, the Carr family, the Bartlett family, to all those names coming in the space today, to those names coming in around the world, we pour this libation of understanding and love. We speak through the power of calling these names be remembered forever. And we pour to the children in the world, womb, and yet unborn. We say together around the world, Ashe, 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 oh, it is done. Good morning to you, Lady Kanitha. What's happening? How you doing today? Yes, you're on. I turned this on right before. It's one of those gratitude days. Good morning. Good morning. So look, y'all, we want to welcome you to the Infinity Fellowship, and we want to say good morning to you. We challenge you in this moment to tell somebody what you're grateful for. So what we do is we just sing good morning to you. And Lady Kanitha, you're looking mighty sharp over there. That means take the camera to Lady Kanitha over there. Yes, there we go. Oh. And I'm going to bring you forward a little bit, Lady Kanitha, because we're going to make sure that you're good and that everything in your world can be seen. We're going to make sure of that. But we're grateful for you. We're so grateful that you are joining us today. And tell us about the song, Good Morning, Lady Kanitha. What do we do?
So at this time, we're going to generate gratitude. So what we want you to do is type in the box, my name is, and then say one thing that you're grateful for. I am grateful for fill in the blank. Guess what? This is the best time because it starts the service off right with having this energy of gratitude. So wherever you are in this world, go ahead, type in your name and type in one thing, even if it's more, at least one thing that you're grateful for as we sing this song, Good Morning to You.
Yes.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Come on, Lady Kanitha.
Good morning.
I'm going to step over there with you.
A good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. And we say say, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. A good morning to you. Hey, a good morning to you. I know you're typing it in. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. A good morning to you. How many of my youth are out there?
They're out
going
there.
ahead and typing in. Tell your mom, dad, or you just doing it yourself. Type in something that you're grateful for too. Hey, I'm feeling that energy.
Hey, Zola's in the house. I see her popping up on the screen. We see them on there. We see everybody else is being propped up. Look, you're popping up live in the feed today. Look at all that gratitude being generated in the space. Look at that. Lakeisha's in the house today. Tiffany Smith's in the house today. We're seeing y'all pop up. Those of you who are in that live feed, you're seeing it live. We're just grabbing some of you and just popping you up on the screen during the same time so that people can read all over the place and hear what we're talking about. Yeah, that sounds good, Lady Panitha.
Morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. I said good morning.
Good morning to you. We love it. Just leave it in that same view. Well, the cocaine, keep it, just don't worry about it. Pop, no, it's cool. Pop it, just go back to, leave it right there. We'll just let it ride like that for a little while. Just keep it on there. And look, y'all, wherever you are in the chat, we're going back. We're just having a little behind technical difficulties. It's okay. My apologies for communications, y'all. It's still, everything is good and everything is beautiful and everything is rocking and rolling. So listen, I can see you over here in the chat over here. I think the chat is over there. Yes, it is. Look at that. So as you're in there, as you're in the space, we want to say welcome. We want to say thank you. We want to say that we're grateful for you wherever you are in the world. And this is what happens on the first day of going forward into time. We have catapulted an hour into the future. So my communication is moving forward into the future from the past. So thank you all for bearing patient and being patient with us today as we align ourselves with you. But listen, we've got a chat view on now that allows us to see you real time in the space. And I want to say welcome. Thank you for tagging somebody. Thank you for clicking it on. Our audience is growing pretty quickly. So wherever you are, if you're on Facebook, listen, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're on YouTube, hit that little thumbs up. As Brother Tyrell always tells us, hit that thumbs up button so that algorithm will get us where we need to go. And also hit the subscribe button while you're on there. We're over 2,000 subscribers now, and we want to hit that number really high before the end of 2024 so that people all over the world can know who we are and know what we're doing in the world. And of course, if you're on Twitter, I think there's a little button that you can hit to retweet, or you could even make some comments there so people know that you're watching. We got a good number of people who watch from the X family. Let's say X now, because it's not Twitter anymore. The site formerly known as Twitter. But we're so grateful we're here. I want to say that I'm excited about this time of the service because this is when we get to welcome people. As I said, if you joined us early or if you joined us mid-service, my name is Jeff Obafemi Carr in this space. I am known as Rev Jeff, and it is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome you to the place we do call the core of consciousness, and that is the Infinity Fellowship. We're so grateful to have you join us today, wherever you are. If you are a first timer at Infinity, go ahead and hit first time. And I guess you can't hit it, you got to type it. So go ahead and type first time in the box and watch what happens from around the world. You will be smothered in hearts. You will be smothered in love. You will be smothered in muscle arms and high fives and prayer hands. You will get it. So go ahead and put it in the box that you're a first timer. And I also want to bring up a slide for our first timers so that you can let us know who you are and we can get in touch with you and let you know more about who we are too as well. The Welcome to Infinity slide has a little QR code on it. You can scan it And what we'll also do is we're going to copy and paste the Welcome to Infinity link that will give you a link right to our visitors form, and we're going to put it just in the chat. And when we put it in the chat, it's going to go across every platform. So if you're watching on your YouTube at home or on your big screen, you can just hold your phone up to the screen at this time and take a picture of the QR code. Or if you're watching on your phone or your computer, it's your office, go ahead and click that link that is going out in the chat, and that direct link will take you to the form that will give us a chance to collect some information from you. Not a lot, just a little bit. We get a chance to send you a note of appreciation, and then we get a chance to welcome you out, hopefully one day in person. Y'all know we meet first Sundays in person. So we're excited to let you know, as we come back here directly to you, that at Infinity, we don't see you today as a human being who showed up to have a spiritual experience. I know that's going to happen for you. But the truth about you is, it's the other way around. You are a spirit who is navigating the human experience just like the rest of us. And so we like to say a special greeting to you to let you know that we see you. So if you're a visitor, first timer, go ahead and just open your hands up. You can keep your eyes open or you can close them. And if you've been here before, guess what? Look back to the screen or look to your family and friends around you. And I want you to repeat this with me after taking a really deep, full breath. Let's go. Inhale and exhale. Let it go. Great. All right, let's say it. Repeat after me. I see you. But you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You're a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me. Well, I can let you know, if nobody else will, that you are not alone. I'm with you. The Infinity Crew is with you. And you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? I know the real you. And I see you shining today. I feel you shining today. I know you're shining today. So welcome to Infinity. Welcome home. Asheo. Give yourself a moment. Take yourself a little dance break. Shake it out. 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 Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. In the house. Say, it's getting ready to be time for us to do some very special work around here. It's 2024. That's the year, you know, we put new things in the atmosphere. So I'm talking about reciprocity. Reciprocity is you do to me what I do to you and you be to me. It's like I went off the rails. That's why it's for and pass. It's for and pass. Especially when you're not a professional. But today, y'all, look, it's our offertory period. It's time for our giving period at Infinity. And listen, y'all know when we are in this place every month on our first Sunday, this place goes nuts when it's time for offering, as well it should, because we are a community of givers. We are not a community of takers. We're not a community of people who receive amazing spiritual food and then operate in lack and say, well, you know, I'll just kick in this and everything else is going to bless me. Listen, we're a community of givers. And we recognize, gratefully so, that as we give, we get, and we've got it good. That's our mantra this year. So this is a moment where you have an opportunity, where we have an opportunity together as a community to pour back into the physical space and the spiritual space that we call the Infinity Fellowship. So we thank you for joining. If you are in that moment where you're saying in your mind, my gosh, I've been looking for a place like this all my life, a space where I could be spiritual, where I can not necessarily have to be aligned with one religious group or path, or if I have a path that's affirmed, and I can come into a space that is a community for all, a community that is doing great works, a community that builds housing, a community that participates in the arts, a community that hosts academies for young people, a community that has community education for people in the neighborhood and beyond. Yes, you have arrived at the point where you get to participate in the Infinity Fellowship in a very tangible way. So I want to extend this offer to you to join in giving today in a powerful way. I'm going to put up a slide in a minute. The slide will have how you can give. You can hold up your phone, get the QR code. You may give via Cash App. You may give via PayPal. And you can even put it in the mail to the Infinity Center, 641 West Nocturne Drive, Nashville, Tennessee, 37207. I can give you that address that I couldn't give you 10 years ago because of moments like this, because now we actually have a physical space that we are broadcasting around the world from. That is what happens when you put your faith, your spiritual practice into action. This is the moment of action. So those of you who have embraced that wonderful spiritual practice of tithing is, what did I receive this week? Let me put 10% of that back into the space where I receive my spiritual food. Those who practice giving, who say, in this moment, Spirit is telling me to pour into this space, whatever that amount is, let us do so together communally and supercharge it with our offertory affirmation. Our offertory affirmation is on the screen now. Let us take a deep breath so that we can infuse our energy together with it and exhale. Our giving ways are scrolling across the bottom of the screen as well. And let us say our offertory affirmation together. O limitless, abundant Creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken, and so it is. Repeat with me at home. Everything is good.
Everything is good.
I got it.
I got it.
I got it good. Come on, we can sing that song. Sing that song with us. Y'all know first timers, get with it. Everybody else, stand up and dance around and sing as you're typing that into your device.
I've got
It's a simple
it.
song.
Oh, I've got it good.
Lady Kenitha's got it. Bump the track now.
Everything is good.
Yeah.
Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything is good. Yeah. Everything is good. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Come on, tell yourself everything is good. Yes, it is. I said everything is so good. Yeah, everything is good. And I've got it. Woo! I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, remind yourself everything is good. Yes, it is. It's good. Hey, everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it so good. I've got it. Hey, I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Come on and remind yourself, I've got it. Hey, I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Yeah, I've got it so good.
Yes, 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 yes. We got it good. Love it, Lady Kenitha. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And we say thank you. As I'm back up at the podium, we say thank you for everything that we're doing today. So listen, we're excited. We're going to get to standing ovations in a few minutes. But listen, as we get ready for standing ovations, I want to give you two things. Number one, in the chat, I'm going to post a link for the standing ovation forms at this time. So in the link, in the chat box, all you have to do if you have a standing ovation that we do want to celebrate for you so that we have enough time to celebrate that with you, go ahead and just click on that link, and I'll even bring up a frame in a minute that will allow you to get the QR code to the link overlaid over my picture right now. So guess what? You got two ways to do that. Do it quickly, though. It does take us about 3 minutes to populate that standing ovation form, and we're going to celebrate you. So wherever you are in the world, go ahead and hit that link for standing ovations and fill out what you have manifested as a result of your spiritual practice here at Infinity Fellowship, so we can then celebrate you after a few announcements and before we get into the message. So listen, we want to welcome you to 2024. 2024 is the year of divine reciprocity, as the slide on the screen says. One definition of reciprocity is the equal exchange or interchange. Get that. The law of attraction teaches us that what we put into the universe is attracted to us. So we're excited to invite you to empower yourself continually by speaking aloud our daily mantra for the year, which is, I am that I am. I give, I get, I've got it good. Everybody around the world, say that with me. I am that I am. I give, I get, I've got it good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Listen, Sunday services continue to, we here at Infinity, in the method or in the framework that we use this year, which has been absolutely awesome. Our monthly gatherings are on first Sundays. On second, third, and fourth Sundays, we do meet virtually. So we want to remind you that if you want the in-person experience at Infinity at 641 West Nocturne Drive, please, by all means, join us here. We love it. We have great music with the Voices of Infinity. We got popcorn after service. We got the Youth Power Zone. It is off the chain. Youth Power Zone. Young people, bring your families. That continues with the exception of Easter service, Easter celebration, y'all. It's on the screen. We got two opportunities to get together, fifth Sunday and then first Sunday. We have a heck of a celebration set up for Easter. I mean, we are going what we call old school Easter. We're going to have a great renewal service. Then afterwards, the men of Infinity are going to be planting, hiding Easter eggs. We're going to have a massive Easter egg hunt on 3 acres back in the back there. We're also going to have a Sunday dinner where we get family-style dinner together, a lot of vegetarian and vegan food as well, so bring your family for that. And we're even going to have a dress-up contest. How about that? You're going to have fashion shows where we're going to pick best dressed in every category. So put that down, fifth Sunday, Easter Resurrection Sunday, all face there. We also want to announce that next week is If Teaches. And on If Teaches, we do very, very special work that teaches you how to manifest things spiritually. And it's been a while since we've done our manifestation manual. So listen, you all, we're going to have a link on our website where you can download your very own manifestation manual. If you want to go ahead and get the jump, you can do that on the contact page of myif.org. Go ahead and print that out so you can have that ready to fill in next week. Those of you who have been in new members orientation, you know what this is all about. We are going to lock down those 4 spiritual laws, and you don't have to be a member of Infinity to participate in this. Next Sunday on all platforms, we're going to do this in a workshop environment, and we're going to go step by step to make sure that you can manifest those things that are important to you, those things that will give you your dreams. So please make a note to join us virtually next week for our manifestation manual, If Teaches, and it's going to be absolutely exciting. That said, it's time to bring out and bring back up the awesome Lady Kenitha, and we're going to announce what happens good for you, because it's time for Standing Ovations.
Tune your vibration
Hey.
to a high elevation. It's time for the good news, our standing ovation.
Woo!
Yes. All right. So our high energy at IF comes from our practice of SNAP. It's why we receive practical lessons and tools for
Come
our
on.
individual journeys,
That's
right?
us, right?
As S.
Yeah.
And then a nurturing and action and proof. And if we
Yes.
do all of these different things, then we always see progress in our lives. And so this is what we're calling our standing ovation, okay?
Yes.
So this is what's about to happen. If something great happened in your life, you're going to go ahead and type that in, or you're going to do the QR code.
Yeah, if you got the QR code, go ahead. But since
QR
yeah,
code.
it's taking a minute to populate for some people. If you got something that we won't miss that you might want to mention in the chat, go ahead and mention it, and we'll get it in there too as well if we see that pop up.
Yes.
We'll keep an eye on the scroll.
Yes, because we
Yes.
want to see this high energy moving inside. So if you have something great to share, if you've already gone ahead and used the code, go ahead and do that. But go ahead and type it in if we don't want to miss out on it at all. So what will happen is you're going to share that. We'll share what people have sent us, and we're going to snap our fingers to affirm that whatever it is, whatever good news. And then at the very end, we're going to all provide a collective standing ovation for all those standing ovations we received.
Yes. Okay. So let's see. Let's get ourselves ready for our standing ovations. I am going to go ahead and read. Yes. Let me come on that side. I'm going to go ahead and read what we have so far. And right now we've got Ryland Fisher. All right, Ryland Fisher. I was Brianna Mason at my school's wax museum for Black History Month. Woo! Ryland, I love it. I love it. We have this opportunity to get this energy right. So all of this
Look at
energy
this
is coming
good
here.
stuff.
Historic people. We're doing wax figures and the Black History Month
Yes.
programs. I love it.
Yo.
So grateful. This has been a month. Last month was a month where we did celebrate great accomplishments. So Ryland, exceptional job. We're going to be sending you a
Yay.
shout out in a minute. I'm going to double check to make sure there's not anything else on our standing ovation form. Great. Do we have anything in the chat that we want to celebrate?
Make sure you typed it in.
Make sure you type it in. Okay, great. So we're going to go ahead and move from there, Lady Kenitha. Do we have any standing ovations that we want to send out to anyone? Go ahead.
Well, we just came back from a college tour visit. So it's great that we're all on these college tour visits with colleges that have admitted Daniel. And so kudos to him for all the hard work. We're getting near to the end for his graduation year.
Isn't it great? Isn't it great? And to everybody out there, we know parents, we know how that is. I'm shouting out your kids for the academic work, and shouting out all parents for the work that you put into getting these kids into a position to be successful. So thank you all of the reports that come in. We know this is that season. We got people graduating. Shakira and Charlie, we know you got a graduate coming up. We saw some of the senior pictures that you're putting out here. Please let us know when that is happening so we can continue to celebrate Kalia. We've got another crew of graduates going out into the world this year to be successful.
And college graduates, because I'm thinking about our Carm.
We got college graduates
We
who are
got our
preparing too.
college ones. I think Dre this year, so it would mean Dre.
Dre is graduating. Carmen is graduating.
Yeah.
All these people whose faces you're going to see, first timers,
Yes.
you're going to see their faces pop up on the screen, and maybe some of your people will pop up
Yes.
on the screen as well. So we want to celebrate that, and I do want to give thanks to the Alzheimer's conference in New Orleans, had me come in, and I was a speaker there. It was a highly attended session on diversity. Had a great time there, talking to so many wonderful spirits, people who are actually out there working to heal the disease. We're sending a shout out there. We're sending a shout out to the altar program, to Dr. Fayron Epps and on the entire crew there, Mia Chester, who have been a great partner with Infinity Fellowship. And we're looking forward to the Altar Dementia Conference, which is coming up. We're going to send out some information from Infinity. If you are a caregiver, or if you're someone who are interested in finding out more about how to be successful in your journey in helping those of your family members and friends who may be aging and have mild cognitive impairment and the like, we got some tools for you. So we're going to be putting that out into the atmosphere. Stay tuned for that as well. Yes. So we want to send that energy into the atmosphere for Standing Ovations. And I think that covers us, Lady Kanika. Okay. So let us know what we need to do here and abroad.
All right. So if you shared, you get to have several seats while the rest of us are going to stand to our feet and give a thunderous standing ovation.
All right.
All right.
Go.
Here we go. Woo!
For some reason, my mic isn't on. I hope I have to turn it again. Double check. I'm going to use a handheld and see if I can make this work today. All right. Power's not on my Rev 5 mic. It's not working. Okay, we're going to keep trying and see what we can get going. This is going to be, again, let's try it now. There we go. There we go. We're awesome. Thank y'all for your patience at home. Today's meditation. Today's meditation, as we begin our energy for our message today, comes today from Tuhuhuzote. Tuhuhuzote was a mid-19th century Nez Perce chief. For those of you who may not know about the Nez Perce people, they were located on 17 million acres of land, the areas of Idaho, Washington State, Oregon, Montana, now down to about 750,000 acres in terms of a reservation. But he said something really special that I think plays into this concept of life and death, since we're talking about resurrection. The great chief said, "When I shot any kind of bird, when I killed, I saw that its life went out with its blood. This taught me for what purpose I am here. I came into this world to die. My body is only to hold a spirit life. Should my blood be sprinkled, I want no wounds from behind. Death should come fronting me." End quote. Death should come fronting me. You know, there's some people who would look at that and listen to that and say, well, there's some morbidity in that. And you talk about what is morbidity and what is this life? What is this physical body? But there's no morbidity in that, because this is what life is about. It's about leaving it all on the table. It's about embracing what is coming to you and for you. When we talk about the concept of life And life being going from a dead level to a living perpendicular, that is about rising again. This month has been about rising. It's about this theme that we've been talking about, resurrection. It is the understanding that everything changes and transforms. Each and every one of us. Sometimes we've been living a dead existence where we are flat 180 degrees, but we are wanting something better. We are wanting something bigger. We are wanting to rise from that dead level to a level of living perpendicular. Living perpendicular is walking upright. Living perpendicular is being square in your purpose and who you are and whose you are. Living perpendicular is about figuring out how to get up even when you don't want to get up sometimes. Sometimes you've got to stand up anyway. That's what the message is today. It's stand up anyway. Have you ever had a day where you just didn't feel like getting up out of the bed? I'm going to go ahead and talk to myself for a few minutes. Y'all know me because I'm going to be transparent. There are times where you just don't feel like getting up out of the bed. Your body is at dead level. Your body is 180 degrees. It is flat. It is parallel with the floor. And everything in you is telling you to stay that way. You just feel tired. You feel tired because you've poured your life out into the world without a thank you from people around you. You feel tired because you know what you have done the day before. You know what you have put into the world, and you question whether you want to get up and do it all again because the same old situation keeps happening over and over again. And you feel as if you are in the same cycle of rigmarole. You seem that you are in a rote space of repetition that is providing and producing no fruit. So I don't blame you sometimes when you say, I just want to stay at a dead level because maybe if I'm at a dead level, somebody will come around and take care of me. But that's not how it works when you want to make progress in your life. That's not how it works when you want to find a way to move forward in your life. Even though I know it hits you sometimes. When all of the things that you have poured into, you don't see the fruit yet because you don't have the patience yet. When all of the things around you seem to be crumbling down, it's so easy to just want to stay at the dead level. There are people out there, there's someone out there who has contemplated moving on at their own hands from this life into life after life. And I know it's tough. I know it's hard because everything in this world is focused around having and possessing things that you don't have. Instead of looking at what you have and counting your blessings, you get fixated because of everything that is fed to you on what you don't have. And so you are taught, trained psychologically, like a mouse in a maze, to want these things that you do not have, to the point where you don't care anymore about the things that you have been blessed to have every single doggone day. You got breath in your body. You got a roof over your head. You got family and friends who will be there for you in the clutch, and yet you still want to complain and talk about how life is bad. Because what? You don't have 14-foot ceilings in the house like you saw on the reality show? Because the seats in your car aren't heated leather like you saw on the other cop show? Because you don't have a Maserati, or you don't have the latest shoes, or you don't have an 80-foot television then everything is bad. There are people who have 80-foot televisions in their room and they can't see straight because they're so exhausted because they've worked themselves to the bone to try to pay for it. There are people who have mattress number beds who cost them $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, and they can't go to sleep when they lie in it at night without a substance to help them, because in their spirit they know what they did to get that piece of equipment that told them they were all right. Where are you with who you are? Have you recognized that staying at the dead level, you can stand up and still be mentally and psychologically at a dead level? Where you reach a point where you say, I just don't care anymore. Where you reach a point where you say, well, maybe there's something better somewhere else. You have lost all hope, but Spirit came to tell you today that you were not put in this world to remain at a dead level. If you were put in this world to remain at a dead level, you wouldn't have been birthed here in the first place. All of the chromosomes that had to dance, all of the cells that had to come together for this miraculous creation called you would have never happened. The fact that you came out of your mama's womb means that you're supposed to be walking upright on the square, living a life of purpose. Well, how do I find it, Rev? What do I do in these moments where I feel like I need to stay at the dead level? What do I do when all that comes into my consciousness is a list of complaint after complaint after complaint after complaint? It's because you can't see straight, because you're acting like a dead person instead of opening your eyes like someone who's alive. Everything around you is alive. You can stomp your foot in the grass and look where the grass is, and you've bent some leaves that are alive. And if you get down on your hands and knees in humble submission and look between those blades of grass, you're going to find organisms and microorganisms and insects. That one footprint is teeming with life. And everything around you is living. So why aren't you embracing the consciousness that you are too? I'm going to give you 3 brief things with a demonstration on how to get from this space of dead level to living perpendicular and why you should stand up anyway. The first point I'm going to give you, and it's on your screen. Place your mind on the plumb line. Somebody in the chat, Infinite Streamers, I'm going to need y'all today. Y'all coming with me today. Y'all are with me on this thing today. Infinite Streamers, type that in. Plumb line. Plumbline. Type it in. Let me know you got it. You see, when you're measuring for what's level, a lot of times you use this. Many of you have seen this tool. This tool is called, drum roll please, a level. Boom, boom. Now, the good thing about a level is it's got a little bubble in it. Those of you who know you built, y'all say there's a level in here. The bubble will tell you what's level. When we're in a horizontal position, which is the position that the level is in right now, that bubble, when it goes to the center, will tell you when it's dead level. Dead level is 180 degrees. This is when you are lying in the bed every day. This is when you are refusing to get up and go walk in your divine purpose. This is when you refuse to go from rest to labor. You see, rest is a natural part of the cycle. It's natural when you get through with a good day to lie down. Some of you might be lying down right now because you had a long weekend of work. It's natural. You better rest. You better let your body rejuvenate. There is a time for everything. When we get around resurrection in this season and we talk about Easter, there is a time, whether it's 30 days or 3 days or whether it's overnight, where the dead level must happen for rejuvenation and resurrection to happen. But eventually, you're going to have to go from this dead level to a living perpendicular. And even on this level, there is a vertical bubble that allows you to find evenness. But what do you do when you have a tight space? Because when you're lying or laying a wall in construction, I'm talking to my construction folks out there. If you look at a wall anywhere in your house, if you are somewhere, you look at a building, that building has been framed. And framing means that down to the skeletal muscles of the building, when there aren't any paintings on the wall and the drywall and the plaster is gone, the first thing that happens is the framing. And the framing is when you take the 2x4s or the 2x10s and you line them up, but to be successful, they must be perfectly perpendicular. They must be at a perfect 90-degree angle. So they must be straight up and down in order to support things. See, when you're working in your space and you have to be successful, you want to be successful in your life, you have to first and foremost be in alignment. See, if you ain't in alignment, then your foundation is going to be shaky. Somebody say, I don't want a shaky foundation. You have to be in alignment. And when you have this level, you can go anywhere to make sure you're in alignment. But what happens when you get into a tight space, my construction workers? What happens when you don't have a laser level available for you to tell your perpendicular angles? What happens when somebody left your gauge at home? Well, I'm going to give you an ancient tool. This little bad boy right here is called a plumb line. So this is a plumb line. I hope y'all can see this. Yes, you can. This plumb line is almost like a pendulum. And it swings and it spins. It is a weight. It was used in ancient times. You'll find these plumb lines. You'll find this use of this tool going all the way back to the early builders and civilizations, because they figured out that if you weighted a string with a pointed object, it would always fall into line and be perpendicular. Where am I going with this? This little weight right here, this is called a plumb bob. Hello, Plumb Bob. How you doing? I'm Plumb Jeff. There are plenty of plumb people around here. Plumb means that it's going to be exactly perpendicular. And what you do is you lie it up, you throw it over the top of a wall, and you crank it down. And when you crank it down, you're going to see it moving like that. I'm going to put this on this mic stand as an example. You're going to see it moving. But eventually, as it's moving around, it is going to find its level. When you want to move forward in your life, you have to keep your mind on the plumb line, because the plumb line will give you exactly what is perpendicular. You've got to equip yourself with the tools that help you find your perpendicular. What are the tools that you are using? I'm going to give you what tools that people listen. People use people as tools. Who are you listening to? Who are you getting advice from? Are you getting advice from people who have found their perpendicular, who are upright, who are on the square, who are living the kind of life you want to live? Or are you getting your advice from people who are continuing to move and swirl all the way around themselves? Because the only thing that unstable people can give you is an energy of instability. The only thing that unstable people can give you is a lack of ability to find out which way is up. But when you trust the plumb line, you don't even have to work hard. You will see the people, the places, and things that will give you model for being upright on the square. I'm not talking about upright in this moralistic sense. I'm talking about people who can help you walk in your purpose. Are you called to a spiritual order? Then you're following with spiritual people who are seeing fruit in their lives. Are you called to be in a successful marriage? Then you're not going to get a successful marriage from hanging around people who hate the concept of marriage. It's not going to help you grow. Do you want to raise successful children? You're not going to get successful children if your plumb line is focused, if your vision is focused on people who are all over the place. Because like energy attracts like energy. Do you want to be in business successfully? Align yourself with people who have demonstrated that they can be successful in business. Do you want to see fruit in your life in other ways? Align yourself with the plumb line. Put yourself in alignment with the plumb line that is straight and narrow. Those are the tools. You see, whether it's the gauge here, whether it's the level, whether it's the plumb line. If y'all notice that, I didn't have to work hard for that, because the plumb line will always find its perpendicular. When you work the right tools for the right job, you will always find the space that you need to be in. Second point I want to give you before I get out of here is that you've got to focus your sight on the upright. Focus your sight on the upright. Somebody in the chat say, I'm upright. I'm upright. You focus your sight on the upright. What does that mean? In the biblical days, there was a scripture that said, where there is no vision, the people perish. You have to be patient while things true up. See, when you have this plumb line and you got yourself focused, and you finally got things set the way you want to be, guess what kicks in then? Your human mind that is influenced by all of the external factors. And you know what my human mind says to me right now? Man, I wish that thing would go ahead and stop, be still. Oh my God, how long is it going to swing back and forth? Oh, I moved my arm again and now it's going. You have to be patient throughout the process. When you set your mind on the upright, things don't just automatically and instantaneously appear. And that's something I need to set straight about this concept of the law of attraction. The law of attraction gets taken out, gets taken down, gets attacked by people in traditional spaces because they don't understand it. They convince people in traditional spaces through mockery that the law of attraction is not going to work. You just can't sit and meditate and say, oh, God, give me $1 million and then $1 million is going to appear. Ha, ha, ha. That's not how it works. And people should stop giving it a bad rep like that. If you want to think about the law of attraction, a wonderful message Lady Kenitha gave back when we were at the little actor studio on Charlotte Avenue, Actors Bridges, she talked about the radio frequencies. And if you have one frequency on 88.1, you can't expect, if you're looking for 88.1, to have it on 91.9 and to get the same message. There's going to be a different frequency. You have to put it on the same frequency. So if you're looking for alignment, if you're looking to stand up for yourself, just like when you're in the bed, the first thing you do is open your eyes and you see what's up above you. You see the upright position and you sit up in bed. When you sit up, you get up because you allow yourself to see what's in front of you. And you have to be patient during that process. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Be patient in this process. If you want stability, be patient and give yourself some grace. Somebody out there needs some grace because you thought it was going to happen instantaneously. Somebody out there thought that it needs some grace today because you thought that as soon as you got yourself turned around, as soon as you got yourself in the practice of giving, as soon as you got yourself in the practice of setting your divine purpose and your goals, as soon as you got yourself around good people, you thought it was going to happen. But as soon as it happened, all sorts of quote unquote bad things started happening to you. And your first inclination was to say, this universe is against me. I gave it 2 weeks. And I didn't see any fruit. I'm sorry, baby, but just like that plumb level in framing a house, it's not going to take me 2 weeks to frame. It's going to take me months. It's going to take me years. It's going to take me inspections to make sure that I got it done right. It's going to take people to come in and change their mind because they thought they were building on one plane and they had to even out the ground so that it would be successful for the long term. Just like all of these things happen when you're building a solid structure. All of these things happen when you're building a solid spiritual practice. So give yourself some grace today. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, release. Repeat after me. I am in alignment. So when you're going from this dead level to this living perpendicular, when you're going there and you're ready to stand up anyway, in all of the stories of people being risen, all of the stories of people being resurrected, all of the stories of people being helped up, it wasn't just because they were doing it all by themselves. It was because they had some assistance. The last point I'm going to give you is to recognize that a solid grip will not slip. Those of you who are esoteric out there, y'all caught that extra meaning. A solid grip will not slip. Because you see, it's all about the grip. It's all about the grip. Tony, go to the chat overlay view if it allows you to do it, sir, so I can see who's happening in the chat. I need this energy to go back and forth, and I know it's in there. It's going to be beautiful. Thank you. It'll true up when it gets there. Listen, I'm needing you to understand that there are people out there who are willing to help you get up. But you have to, they used to say, my mama said, build your hope on a solid rock. You have to make sure that when you are allowing yourself to be in a space where you are helping or being helped by someone, that the grip that you have is the proper grip to help you rise from a dead level to a living perpendicular. You have to recognize this energy is here for you. When you are helping someone else, you got to make sure that your grip is right too. See, some of us have this Messiah complex where we think that we're going to heal the world by healing others first. No, you're going to heal the world by getting a grip on your own self first. I don't know who needed to hear that, but somebody in the chat say, I'm getting a grip. I'm getting a grip. I'm getting a grip today. Because a solid grip will not slip. When you get a grip on why you are here, when you get a grip on who you are, when you get a grip, you are not influenced by people who would shake who you are. There are people who found their way to this space today, and I'm so grateful for you. And you're watching it, and somebody might walk by and say, what's that? What you got on? That's that weird stuff. You know what? It's weird if it's not producing fruit. Because I would rather you be a person than a sheep. Most people are content to be sheep because sheep get to blame the shepherd for everything. Oh, they led me the wrong way. Oh, they talked to me any kind of way and I didn't believe in them anymore. Well, the proper spirit guide will teach you how to manifest these things yourself. They're going to look at you and they're going to say when it's necessary, baby, get a grip. Because 6 months ago, you walked in and wanted some change in your life. I gave you this tool. And you come back 6 months later and you said that you hadn't done those tools. Get a grip. You are wasting time. Get a grip. You are stealing from me. Get a grip on what you want to do because you remained at a dead level when I gave you a chance to walk in a living perpendicular. Listen, don't miss this opportunity today as I hasten to a close to get a grip and to stand up anyway. Because just like when you have worked, when you have done your school work, just like when you have gone to your practices, just like when you have put your energy into your relationships and feel tired, if you see it producing fruit, if you know that this ground is being fertile, if you know that you have planted the seed, that you have taken the natural process of planting, then you should know that the supernatural, that which you do not control, is going to kick in right on time. Then you got to stand up anyway. You got to stand up when your bones are hurting. Stand up anyway. You got to stand up when you question whether you have missed your opportunity or not, whether you're too old or whether you're too young or whether you're not the right color. You got to stand up anyway. You got to stand up when everybody around you is tired and they're blaming everything on you. You got to stand up anyway. You got to stand up when you know what it means to be a person walking in divine purpose and people and voices are in your ear trying to deter you. You got to stand up anyway. You got to stand up when down everything is in you is telling you to give up, but you know that your victory may lie just inches ahead of you if you keep going. That's when that voice inside you's got to say, stand up anyway. And when you stand up anyway, I promise you, not based on any theories, but on spiritual practices that I've seen in my life in these 50 plus years, that when you stand up anyway, you always reach that threshold. As one unknown writer said, upon the plains of hesitation, bleach the bones of countless millions who, upon reaching the threshold of victory, sat down to wait, and there waiting, they died. It's here. It's for you right now. If you're willing to get up. If you're willing to get up. If you're willing to stand up anyway, then everything that you desire is going to fall into place. Everything that you wanted is already here. The bed that you sleep in will be full of rest. The screens that you watch will be full of gratitude. You will begin to look around at the things that you see that are in your life, and you will give thanks every single day. You will begin to take a deep breath and exhale, and when you feel no pain, you will be able to have the tears flow down your face as you say, thank you, Spirit, for animating my body. I may not have gotten it all done done yesterday, but I'm here right now. And as long as I'm here right now, I'm giving all I've got to pay back for this breath. What a gift to know that Spirit loves you enough to keep putting life in your body. The Spirit loves you enough to keep putting people in the right place at the right time to remind you that you are made in the divine image and likeness of that source. That even when you feel down, you stopped in today where you thought it was a random chance that it ain't random. The universe is conspiring to do awesome things in your life. And it told you, something inside said, pause here and listen. Because I'm speaking to you right now. And I'm telling you that you have an opportunity right now to stand up anyway. Stand up and behold the upright perpendicular, the framework of confidence, the framework of knowing, the framework of showing, and the framework of glowing, being who you were born to be in this awesome year, in this powerful moment, in this right now being called you. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Amen and ashe. Y'all take a deep breath with me inside and out. I see y'all, I feel y'all. Y'all getting a grip today. Somebody in the chat say, I'm standing up anyway. I'm standing up anyway. I'm standing up anyway. Wherever you are, just place your hands over your heart. Stand up if you're able to, because in this space, we want to make sure that you are standing up anyway. I know some of you on the couch, some of you driving, don't stand up when you're driving. But if you're able to and you're driving, just if you got both wheels at 10 and 2, just put one hand up. Hold it with the thumb. Just put one hand up. But I want everybody to feel these affirmations. Close your eyes if you're able. Take a deep inhale. Take an exhale. Divine Spirit, we focus this energy today around the world. We give thanks in this time where we have sprung forward, that we are springing forward into our lives right now, and that we're springing forward in a whole new way, in a powerful, healing way. That as we are rising from this dead level to a living perpendicular, as we are upright, getting a grip on our lives, we recognize that you have a grip on us, and you ain't letting us go. You ain't letting us go. We commit to not be let go of until we walk into the greatest days of our existence, confident and strong, because we are covered by you. Deep breath in. Exhale in proclamation. Repeat after me. My mind is on the plumb line. My sight is on the upright. My grip won't slip. I'm standing up today for my dreams. I'm standing up today for my purpose. I'm standing up today for my principles. I'm standing up today for my joy. I'm standing up today for my healing. I'm standing up today for my peace of mind. In spite of all my circumstances, I'm standing anyway. Deep breath here. Exhale and release. As we give thanks in this moment, we proclaim these things to be true. In this space of pure clarity and alignment, we proclaim these things to be true. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. It is done. So it is. Woo. Thank y'all. Thank y'all in the chat. Thank y'all wherever y'all might be for this wonderful day. Thank you, Lady Kenitha. Thank you. You just awesomeness. Thank y'all, Tony. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, everybody at home. Y'all listen. Don't miss this opportunity to stand. Don't miss this opportunity to be a part of something awesome. Wherever you are, we welcome you all in this space. Those of you who have been here, I'm looking forward to doing our next new member session. We're closing our new member session this today, afternoons. My new members, I can't wait to welcome you in. If you're a first timer, explore us. We got tons of things online. That's the beauty of technology and this giving spirit that we manifest at Infinity. Y'all, it's been an awesome day today. This is the year of divine reciprocity. So don't leave this place not transformed. Trust and know that if you make that step, if you put your hand up, if you say, I'm ready to go, that you will grip the biggest grip that you could ever have. That's the entire universe saying, get on up, I'm with you. And it's going to be awesome. As our hearts and minds are clear, and we're ready to leave this world and prepare our light, I want to invite you to sing a song with us. A song that we sing that seals the energy of infinity. And it's a song that we simply call If. And we're going to put the words on the screen and allow you to sing with us. Recognize that as you go into this world needs your light. Stop looking for stuff from the world. It ain't coming. But guess what? You can say to the world, I'm coming. Here's what I got for you. And it's something awesome. And so I'm going to put it in there for you. So as you go into this space, I want you to recognize wherever we come from, all over the world, we are one family, all together. And let us sing this together. We'll put the words on the screen, and so it is.
If
today's a brighter day, and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's a day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. Y'all sing it with me now.
If today's a brighter day,
We are on our way.
and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's the day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family.
God's reminding me.
God's reminding me to look at you and see family.
God's reminding me.
God's reminding me to look at you and see family.
We speak that the love of God, the power of the ancestors and the cosmos, rest, rule, rock, and abide with you, henceforth, now, and forevermore. Let us all sing together. Amen, amen. Hotep Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. Listen, we love y'all. On behalf of the entire Infinity Fellowship family, Rev Jeff, Lady Kenitha, we're saying we love you guys. We can't wait to see you virtually next week. Listen, in the chat, all my Infinite Life streamers, and if you're watching me, you're an Infinite Life streamer. Before you go, throw some hard blessings on somebody. At them, pick somebody's name and just put the at symbol and say, at Lisa, at John, you're an awesome person. At Lisa, at Billy, you are amazing. Throw a blessing on somebody of gratitude. Speak a pronouncement on somebody before you get off this stream. Watch what happens. We love you. That's a fact you cannot change. Peace.
Woo!